Namaste, a very good afternoon, and a warm welcome to Parent Station, your one stop destination for all your parenting queries, your questions, your discussions that we do. A warm welcome once again. March, a month of festivals and celebrations. On the 8th of March, we have the Women's Day, our celebration day. And then comes the festival of colors, Holi, which we'll get to celebrate after 2 years. But we need to take some precautions while celebrating this festival. Come March and Wednesday. It's a day for book reviews. And today I'm here with, guess what? A newspaper. Not a book, but a newspaper. What is the most common sight in all households in the morning? The scenario, the father or the grandfather sitting with a newspaper and a chai ka cup, going through the headlines, reading the newspapers, and enjoying that morning cup of tea by default. The small kids, the toddlers in the house, see a newspaper with inquisition. That what is it that Papa and grandfather are so busy into the morning routine? Well, that is his first experience, that is his first contact with a newspaper. His young mind is thinking कि surely इसमें कुछ तो स्पेशल है कि रोज सुबह उठ के ये लोग ये पढ़ने बैठ जाते हैं. Now, this is where we can start the kids with reading, going through the different um, articles in the newspaper. Now, how do you develop this interest? It is very important that they learn from a very young age to read a newspaper, to read books, to develop a love for reading. Today, I will in particular talk about the kids segment that comes with all the newspapers. Mostly, all the newspapers have a kids section, a kids supplement once a week. Has anyone of you ever gone through it? Have you seen the illustrations? Have you seen the pictures? No? Please do so then. I will be honest with you. Once in a while, I also pick up that newspaper and do the puzzles and the jigsaws that come in it. They are really very nice. Here today, I have a beautiful newspaper supplement with the name Jugmug. It has so many different sections in it. On this page, we have over here with us Kavya Rachna, some short poems. Then we have Join the Dots, Find the Correct Shadow. Is it visible? Okay. Find the correct shadow. Then there is a crossword over here for the kids. Okay, here is one more thing. Find the difference. On the next page, there is an article about scientists. There is a maze. Match the word to the correct picture. And there is an English rhyme. Similarly, on all different pages, we have something or the other which is of interest for the kids. The middle page is mostly designated to either science or geography. And it is always in the form of questions, and the answers are given either about the geography or about science and the different discoveries and inventions. On the last page, there is always a story with a moral which a small kid can understand. Similarly, I have a different other magazine, a different supplement. Here on the last page, there is always a value based story. The same goes over here. There are different word search, an English poem, something based on automobile. Now, one thing that I want to share with you is when your child learns to go through a newspaper, the first thing that you have to do is make the child learn to fold the newspaper in a proper way. It is, he has to hold it and not just randomly fold it. He has to press the pages, fold it properly, and then solve the puzzles or read the articles. The reason is this makes them form the habit of handling newspapers and later on books in a proper way. It has to be done in a proper system. Hold the newspaper, fold it, and then solve it. And then in this way, the young kids can read the numbers on the page 1, 2, 3, 4 and rearrange it and put it in the proper newspaper stand. Now, how does a 2 to 4 year old age group kids read the newspaper? Of course, it is not possible to read the articles, but we can give them the coloring pages, join the dots and color, which definitely a 3 year old or a 4 year old can do. The next thing is the mummy can sit and explain the various articles given. Or did you know? There is a special column, did you know, which is very interesting, and explain that to the kids. That will be very fun for them and they will learn something. This time, which the mother and the child spends on the newspaper, is to make the child prepare to read books further, to develop an interest in reading, and to sit and concentrate and go through different books. For 5 to 7 year old kids, we have lots of puzzles, stories, jigsaws, join the dots, which will definitely be of interest to them. Lastly, one thing which is very important is these newspapers, they come in the native language. So the children learn to develop a love for the mother tongue. Next, it helps them increase their vocabulary, which helps them in school in creative writing and yes, definitely in public speaking. So, the first thing that a child sees in the house is the father reading a newspaper, and we must make it a point to let the kids get into the habit of reading a newspaper. Of course, we don't want to make them read those headlines where there is a lot of violence, where there are a lot of negative news coming in. But we can surely make them go through the sports news, the kids section, or maybe we have the elder kids going through the daily astronomy, which of course is just for the elder kids, not for the younger ones. Uh, this is the way which I would really suggest all parents to make a kid start reading a newspaper. More so in the next week, I am here again with a different, not a book, something different on the next Wednesday. See you till then. I thank Parent Station and Harsha ma'am for giving us this wonderful platform. Thank you once again.